Okay, so day 2, week 3, we're looking at fueling your body, vital. So we're going to cover calories in and then calories out. We're going to talk about protein and weightlifting, carbs and exercise, and fats for energy and recovery. Okay, so calories in, you'll often hear this phrase, calories in, calories out. Calories in means all of the calories from all the food that you eat throughout the day measured in kilocalories, which is 1,000 calories. This is made up of protein, carbohydrates, and fats. You get 4 calories per gram of carbs, 4 calories per gram of protein, and 9 roughly grams of calories per gram of fats. And then you get micronutrients, so things like vitamins and minerals that you require in the body, but they are spread out throughout different foods. Calories out is what we call the total daily energy expenditure. Now, you might hear TDEE thrown about, and this is made up of a number of different parts. The first bit is your basal metabolic rate, your BMR. This is how many calories you would burn if you just laid around on a sofa all day and did nothing. That is all the calories it takes just to keep your body alive, breathing, and at a certain temperature. Then you add in your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, your NEAT. This is any unplanned activity. So things like fidgeting, picking your nose, scratching your bum, yawning, walking downstairs to open the fridge, washing up, going out in the garden, things where you just randomly end up doing it. That all contributes to your NEAT. Then you have the thermic effect of food. So roughly 10% of your daily energy needs are spent burning, digesting, and metabolizing food. That's amazing, isn't it? Just chewing it, digesting it, and then using it burns energy. It's great. And then finally, you have your physical activity level. So this is roughly 15 to 30% of your overall calories and can vary quite considerably. Now, the two things that you can do something about are the physical activity level and the non-exercise activity thermogenesis, the NEAT, the fidgeting, all of that. And you'll find if you start cutting your calories, your body will automatically start to reduce how much NEAT activity you go through. It will start to already compensate. So you then have to overcompensate by doing more activity or pushing yourself to do more things during the day. Okay, now protein. We keep banging on about how important protein is, but I can't overstate it. It is vital. You will not repair your muscles and you certainly won't grow if you do not have enough protein in your body, and it is not spread out across the day. So roughly aim for double your body weight in kilograms in grams of protein daily. So I'm 74 kilograms, so double that would be 148 grams of protein a day that I would need to eat. And I would then spread that over the day. So I'd have some when I wake up, I would have some before bed, and then my main meals and maybe some snacks. And I would focus on lean sources of complete proteins. So I've got a list there of different things. Protein powders are a great way of getting extra protein in, and they're an easy way, and they're very, very good and cheap. And then things like turkey, fish, soya, yogurt. There's lots of different options out there, so you can have a varied diet and make it easier. But make sure you're spreading it out throughout the day. Roughly a palm-sized portion of protein per meal. Okay, carbs are essential. They are not the devil. They need to be in your diet, and they need to be in your diet at fairly high levels. Otherwise, you will not have the energy to properly fuel your workouts and to recover. So carbs are stored in your muscles as readily available glycogen and also in your liver. They are there so that they can be used by the muscles and the liver when needed. You need to replenish them if you use them up. Aim for 3 to 5 grams per kilogram of body weight throughout the day in carbs, and make sure you're trying to get them from complex carbs. So things that haven't been processed, things like whole grains, fruit, veg, legumes, beans, things like that. Timing is also important with carbs, especially when you're doing heavy workouts. Eat about half an hour before and have about 30 to 50 grams of carbs. That will help you fuel your workout. And then you'll need to eat a good meal with roughly 0.5 to 0.7 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight within about 2 hours of working out. Add in some protein and you'll start to replenish those stores. You cannot synthesize protein without carbs. Do not cut them out. So fats are another macro that you cannot do without. Do not try and cut all the fat out of your diet. You will notice it. You will not be able to absorb vitamins and minerals and nutrients from your food properly if you don't have fat in your diet. You won't be able to produce key hormones like insulin and testosterone if you don't have fat in your diet, and your overall health will suffer. They also are there to create a steady source of energy. Your energy sources change depending on the activity level, and they swap between glycogen and glucose and ATP and then fat. So you need to have fat as part of that mix, otherwise you won't be able to be efficient in your workouts. So focus on healthy fats, unsaturated fats such as olive oil, avocados, nuts, seed, and then fatty fish like salmon, sardines, things like that. Oily fish, you need to have them at least once a week. Limit saturated fats and trans fats. Try and cut trans fats completely out if you can. So knowledge is really power when it comes to fueling your body. If you put the right things in, you'll get the right results. We're going to look tomorrow at how you play around with macros to lose weight, to gain muscle, and to maintain a healthy body weight. But it is essential that you understand where you are. So if you have time, go to futureYouPT.com, find my handy fitness calculators page, and on there is a basal metabolic BMR rate plus activity level calculator. You can put in things like your age, height, activity level, a couple of other things, and it will give you a rough estimate on your basal metabolic rate, but also your total daily energy expenditure, which you will need to then have so that you can start playing around with your macros in order to lose weight or gain muscle. So if you can, go there. If not, tomorrow we'll cover how to do that. We'll cover how to go to that website and have a look at those calculators, because it is a lot easier than trying to work it out yourself. So see you tomorrow.